Yes, this is the Crown Network, and here we race for the crown. Today, I want to talk about the political theater that we're seeing thus far. Here we have Trump and Biden. And this theater is unlike I've ever seen before uh, in my time. I mean, we did have Reagan and, we had John F. Kennedy. But this, we see something totally different here. It's it's definitely a play on the populace, on the public, trying to pull emotions and strings for people to sway left to right and to create some sort of confusion or chaos. So the reason why I call it political theater is because that's pretty much what it is. It's two actors up there, and we both know Trump as a actor, a reality star, and we have Biden up there, and he's playing his part as well. So when we look at theater, there's four basic forms of theater. There's tragedy, there's comedy, it's melodrama, and then there's drama. I pretty much would say this 2024 political race has been comedy and drama. If we look back at the debate, that was pure comedy. Two presidential candidates going back and forth, basically slinging insults and talking about golf and I'm a better golfer than you, and I do this better than you, and you're a criminal, you're a convict, and all these different types of things. I watched it. I got a little chuckle out of it, to be honest. But as I sit back and I see all these things playing out, and we can talk about Biden and all the series of times that he's stopped, he's all the series of times that he's failed. Going up the steps, he's fallen. Getting on stage, he's fallen. Riding his bike, he's fallen. Some would laugh. Some would think it's comedy. I look back and I see that it's all acting to me. And some, as we look at America from, maybe from a political standpoint, we would look at it as a tragedy. As a person that's sitting in the Oval Office, you're supposed to be looked at as someone of power, someone that's standing on their 10 toes, so to speak, not someone that's always falling down. Because your president is a representation of the the country. But we all know America is a company. But yes, Biden these past years have looked very weak, fragile even. And I personally believe that's purposeful. We're seeing he's representing America. America, though it is a young country, though it is a young nation, though it has been incorporated for not that long, it is fragile and it is weak due to the moral decaying of the country. It has become weak, and Biden is representing that. So no, I do not believe that he's falling because he's just this weak and fragile person. No, I believe that these are actors. These are actors playing their role, playing their part. If we look back a little bit to George Bush, the son, what role and what act did he play? He played a buffoon. He played a fool. And this is no different. Biden is playing a fragile man, an old man, a senile man, a man that can't stand on his own 2 feet. As we see in this picture, someone's picking him up from falling, correct? If we look no further into Revelation, we will see that the country that's depicted at the end will be fallen. And that's no surprise that our president today is a fragile man, as he's displayed as a fragile man through media, through social media. We all get a chuckle out of it, but we must understand the presidential seat is a very esteemed seat, especially within America. So why would they have a man of his age shown as a weak person? Why? Is because they want America to be shown as a weak and fragile nation. So on the left side, we would look at this because Biden represents the left. He looks weak. And on the right side, Trump represents the right side of the political sphere, and he will look as strong. Just yesterday, there was a bit of acting and political theater yesterday that hit the TV screen. It showed Trump to believe to be shot and grazed in the face or in the ear. And as he stands up, he puts his fist in the air. We can clearly see that Trump is an actor. And I believe that this was a staged event, as you can see by what my video was titled. Yes, this is political theater, and all the world is a stage. I believe William Shakespeare said it best. So as we see Biden on the ground, and we see Trump stand up in strength and in power, we must understand that there's always going to be a left-right paradigm when it comes to the political sphere. There'll always be that. We can't get away from it. And as we understand that the 4 basic forms of theater is tragedy, comedy, melodrama, and drama, we must understand that what happened yesterday will definitely be placed in the drama category. A so-called assassination attempt on a former president. I mean, we can't get any more dramatic than that, right? So let's go back into this left-right paradigm thing, shall we? And we understand that the left-right paradigm is a concept theorized that the two opposing political parties utilize their tremendous hold on mainstream media to dramatize political distractions and engage in covert warfare and operations and grand performances. Right? So this can be found in Wikipedia. And we must understand that it's propaganda and its divisiveness that sets the stage for this left-right paradigm. As we see Trump, he's standing in strength with his fist balled, meaning stand strong, as a so-called, I guess, assassination may have happened. But I extremely doubt it, because guess what? This is political theater. And as we see Biden, more than not, we always see him falling on his behind. I mean, we can't get any distinct imagery more distinct than that, right? One candidate, weak, fragile, falling on the ground all the time, and one candidate stands up in power after he's supposedly been grazed by a bullet. I mean, we must understand that this is political theater at its highest right now going on within America. We must understand that. And as we move forward into the years to come, I believe that it's going to get even more extreme. And since this is political theater, let's go into the dramatics. You know, there's 7 dramatic purposes for theater. They want people to empathize with the figure. They want maybe the figure to challenge or provoke people to have some sort of emotional reaction. Or they want people to be educated or informed. Maybe they want to have people chronicle. Maybe they want to chronicle or document something that's going on. Or maybe they want people to feel empowered, celebrated, or entertained. The 7 dramatic purposes within theater. Now, I believe that Trump is supposed to be empowered by this situation that happened yesterday. And I believe that Biden, we're supposed to empathize with him. Because, you know, he's an old man. He's trying his best. Let's empathize with him. Yes, people, all the world's a stage. We must understand that. We must keep that at the forefront of our brains. These things aren't happenstance. They're happening for a reason. These things are shown on TV for a reason, because TV and television is very powerful. It can sway people to believe one thing or another. And that's how you control a population, through imagery. They understand that more than anything. That's why there's billions of dollars spent on imagery consistently. We even understand that to a lower level on social media and things of that nature. Imagery is everything. So why would these imageries be placed in the forefront of the American people right now? I believe that since Trump came, onto the stage as a political front man, so to speak, that was a signal of division that was going to be placed within America. A signal of division, divisiveness. I called it the era of division. And we can see that more so than ever. Two completely opposite different characters. One weak, one strong. Left, right, paradigm. And everything around it has been drama. Is Trump going to get sent to prison? He has 30 some odd counts, that he's did, blah, 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 blah. It's all political theater. Don't get caught up in it. Don't get wrapped up in it. People, continue to keep your head down. And yes, this is a Bible believing platform, the Crown Network. Yes, and here we do race for the crown. I say keep your eye on Christ, because Christ is the truth. If you go anywhere further from him, well, you'll be placed in a lie. Right? You'll be placed in a lie. So, with me and my beliefs, don't get caught up in the political theater. Keep your head on a swivel. Stay prayed up. Call on God. Believe in him, because we're going to need it. We're going to need him more than ever as we move closer and closer to the end. We're going to need the prayers. We're going to need our sanity to be in checked, because in these times, in these days, people are going to act out due to what they see on TV. And you could better believe that, due to this stage shooting, we're going to have some things, maybe some laws being put in place. Maybe some people being harassed more, because they believe that there's a enraged segment or part of the population that doesn't like the presidents or the former president or the current president. And, now we have to, keep an eye on certain people. You just never know what's going to happen. So instead of keeping your eye on this political theater, keep your eyes on Christ. Keep the word of God in your mind, in your heart, and move accordingly. This is the Crown Network, and here, guess what? We race for the crown. Thank you.